Oh my God, these are beautiful. They're like miniature works of fine art.
Hello everybody, Silver Picker here, and today's video is about the single biggest coin trade or precious metals trade I've ever done in my entire life. Now, if you caught my last week's episode, you saw that I went to my safety deposit box and emptied the entire thing out in preparation to basically trade it all away. Well, all of the silver at least. And if you missed it, you can check it out in the card over here, and you definitely should because it highlights over 10 years of precious metal stacking and over 30 grand in gold and silver. But first, let me tell you a little bit about how I ended up making this deal, and then of course, we're gonna take an up close and personal look at all the gold that I just got. So, how did this come about? Well, for the last few months, I've been toying with the idea of exiting my silver position and entering a heavy gold position, and I mentioned that on my Discord server, and one of my patrons, one of my OG patrons, Jason, who many of you have already heard of because I've done a million videos about him, we've done trades before, all sorts of fun stuff. Jason mentioned that he had a big collection of gold and was open to doing a crazy trade. So last month we met up in Atlanta, Georgia for the first time we met in person, which was awesome. We got some barbecue, we talked, we had a great time, and he brought me this little box of coins. Now, it was incredible because he entrusted this to me, $25,000 worth of gold, $25,000 worth of gold that he just handed over to me in the trust that I would then send him all of the silver that I had promised him. And I did just that. Now, if you want to see all the awesome silver that I traded to Jason for this great set of gold, well, you can check out last week's video to start and basically look at my stack and you'll see that almost every silver item, my entire silver stack, went out to Jason in a freaking 30-pound box. And I also sent him a few albums of Israeli metals, bronze and silver, really, really cool, and a really special 1976 album of silver medals made by the Franklin Mint, each one detailing a different US state, kind of like the State Quarter series, but absolutely spectacular and in sterling silver, an incredible album that actually is so beautiful that I'm giving it its own video. All of my Patreon patrons, however, will get a little bit of a sneak peek, and if you're interested in becoming a patron and supporting my channel and getting in on the Discord and getting the extra videos, well, the links are below. I would definitely appreciate it, but of course, no pressure. Anyway, if you love gold as much as I do,
I love gold!
You're going to love this next part because we are going to be looking up close and personal at all the gold that Jason traded me, and it is freaking incredible. So enough with the jibber jabber, let's check it out. Check it, we've got ourselves a box of gold, US coins number 5. I assume this was just a repurposed box, but even though I've seen everything inside, I am still just as excited as I was then to see it again. Oh, and there it is. Do you see that? Gold on gold on gold on gold. Now, we've got 3 different countries worth of gold represented in this $25,000 box of gold. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at the world gold, the foreign gold first, and then move over to the US stuff. And we'll just start like that. Let's just grab some stuff out. We're gonna start with England. We've got 4 gold coins from England. That's right.
Oh my God, these are beautiful. They're like miniature works of fine art.
And on the topic of art, before we get too into this gold, let's take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, Masterworks.io. Pretty smooth sponsor intro, am I right? But seriously, Masterworks is an incredible alternative investment platform that lets ordinary people like you and me invest in blue chip art by artists like Banksy, Basquiat, Monet, and even Picasso. Now, you may not know this, but I'm actually really into art, and I've purchased a few really nice pieces over the last few years, including this one, which is my newest and most favorite piece. Now, I didn't spend an arm and a leg on this, but there is a good chance that it will appreciate in value and will be a good investment. But the odds of it appreciating as quickly as something like a Banksy or a Picasso is highly unlikely. With Masterworks, I can get investment exposure on these incredible pieces of art without needing a multi-million-dollar bankroll. Instead, I can invest in shares in these pieces and then collect on the potential upside when the artwork is sold. In fact, so far they've sold 3 paintings with each returning over 30% to investors, and that's after fees. although legally I have to add, this is no guarantee of future performance. But why invest in art at all? Well, for me, it's just another way for me to diversify my portfolio, and that's something that I'm always looking to do. But on top of that, it's also a potentially really, really lucrative opportunity, given that since 1995, between 1995 and 2021, contemporary art prices have outpaced the total return of the S&P 500 by 164%. Now you see why it's not surprising that 2/3 of the world's billionaires invest between 10 and 30% of their entire portfolios in art. So how can you get in on the fun? Well, you can use my link in the description box below to get your free Masterworks account, and everyone who signs up through my link will be entered to win a 1-gram Valcambi gold bar. That's right, shipped to your door free of charge. So not only do you get access to invest in incredible pieces of blue chip art, but you get pretty good odds at winning a free piece of gold. So sign up below and start your art investing journey with Masterworks. And now, enough with the jibber jabber. Let's check out that gold. All right, look at that. 4 gold coins. And they are all British sovereigns from various years, each one with a different portrait. This is a Victoria Young portrait. Check that out. And I love, love, love the reverses of all the gold sovereigns. This one's from 1874, and I believe it is King George on a horse slaying a freaking dragon. How cool is that? Is that not like the coolest coin? I mean, how many designs of coins have a freaking dragon on it, and the fact that it's gold as well? I mean, come on. So they all have the same reverse, so I won't show too many of the reverses. Here we have another Victoria. This one is from 1889. And I'll go a little bit faster on the years and stuff as we see more, but freaking awesome. Another Victoria. And we have now officially moved into the more modern era, and we've got an Elizabeth, and this one I think is from 1964. Same iconic design. How cool is that? So, 4 gold coins from the UK. And next up from the Bag of Wonders is a Gold Krugerrand.
I love gold!
2 gold Krugerrands. That is incredible. Now, I have never ever had a gold Krugerrand before. I sound like the apparently kid, you know what I'm talking about?
And I've never ever been on live television. I never ever be on live television.
And apparently I've never had a gold Krugerrand before. You know, if you know, you know. Anyway, this one's from 1977, and it has that beautiful, beautiful animal on the back. I think that that is a springbok, I assume, given that it is a South African coin. 2 years, one from 76 and one from 77. Really, really spectacular coins. Check that out. Never had Krugerrands before, and these are each like $2,000 coins. Wild, absolutely wild. That's the crazy thing about gold, right? You could have a whole massive stack of silver, and you have to have a giant, giant thing to add up to this. Like you need probably like, I guess I don't know what the math is, but about 70 ounces of silver to have 1 ounce of gold. And we've got 4 $1 gold coins. And a lot of you probably didn't even realize that there were $1 gold coins, and they are little teeny old things. Really, really nice. This one is the newest design. There are 3 different designs. You can see that this one is from 1851. It is one of the smaller sized ones. There are a few that are a little bit bigger. Really, really nice. Liberty head. I have a second one of those over here. Not gonna bother taking this one out of the airtights. And then over here we have 2 different $1 coins. And these ones have the Native American headdress on them. Really, really cool. I love the one over here on the right. The one on the left is a little bit banged up and it's actually kind of bent, so it's not in great condition. This is one of the few coins in this collection that is not in like spectacular shape. 1854 and 1871. Man, this really shows the power of gold. Back then, $1 really meant something. You had all this purchasing power, and today, $1 can't even really get you a cup of coffee anymore. But now, with gold, you still preserve that purchasing power. Gold is an incredible, incredible hedge against inflation. But you already knew that. All right, now we are going to continue on our golden journey. And voila! How do you like me now? Check that out. Do you see this? Do you see this little matrix of coins? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27 $2.50 gold quarter eagles. These are spectacular. Now, if you didn't know, there are actually two different types, and I will show you them both. We're not going to go through every single date on these, we're just going to take a look. But this one is a 1900, and this is the Liberty bust version. 1900, look at that. You see Lady Liberty over there looking regal in that golden background. And then on the reverse, we've got the classic crest. And you can see it says 2.5D at the bottom, $2.50 right there, United States of America. And you can't beat the classic nature of this coin. It is just so nice, so spectacular, and of course, made out of freaking gold, baby!
I love gold!
So that's what that looks like. And I have fewer of those. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then the other one is the $2.50 gold Indian. And that is the one that I absolutely adore. I love this coin. I have one of these already in my US gold typeset, and I will be doing, of course, a US gold typeset update because, come on, I just got a ton of gold coins, but that will be a separate video. But what I love about these coins is that they use a completely different design process from basically every other American coin and basically every other coin in the world practically. This is what's called an infused design, meaning instead of having the design embossed and sort of three-dimensionally rising from the base surface of the coin, this is actually sort of etched into the coin. Super, super cool design. Look at that. And you have this beautiful, beautiful Native American regal looking bust over here. And the reverse has what I think is a really, really nice design of the eagle standing proudly. And you can just see how nice that is. This is really one of my favorite coins in the whole lot, even though I already have it. I just can't get enough of it. Such a cool coin, such a beautiful coin. And I'm actually thinking I might get some of these graded. Some of these are definitely grading material. So that will be another new video. Man, I've got a whole lot of stuff to do with just this one set of coins. I mean, it does make sense. It's $25,000 worth of coins. So let's move on. Now we're getting to the big boy stuff. We're getting into the big boy territory. And here we go. We have two $5 gold pieces. Now, normally, 2 gold coins is enough for a whole video, right? That's how awesome it is and how infrequently I'm getting like lots of gold. But with 27 $2.50 gold coins, having just 2 $5 gold coins, well, that just won't do. How crazy it is, how quickly we get used to something, how spoiled we can get. So check that out. This is the reverse, same as before. This is actually an S mint mark. It's a 1901 S. You can see the S right below the eagle's talons. It says S, so it's San Francisco Mint. $5. And this is the same design as the $2.50 gold piece with the Lady Liberty bust. This is an 1899, and this one is not an S. And that's that. Let's move on to the $10. The Eagles. Those are half eagles. We're going on to the Eagles now. If you didn't know, a $10 gold coin is nicknamed an eagle. So a $5 gold coin is a half eagle, a $2.50 gold coin is a quarter eagle, and of course, the $20 gold coin is the double eagle. And yes, spoiler alert, we're going to be checking out some of those as well. So here we've got a 1907 Liberty head, and you can see why, of course, they call it an eagle. Same design as before, won't waste too much time on that. We do have another one, also in beautiful, beautiful shape. In 1893, 10D, $10, really nice. But here is what I really like, the $10 Indian. Now this one is not an infused design, this is a regular designed coin, it's 1908, and it's just spectacular looking. I know I've said that about basically every coin in this lot, but I mean, every one of these coins in this lot could be its own video. Do you see that? United States of America, $10. E pluribus unum, in God we trust. But we've seen enough of the eagles, we've seen enough of the half eagles, we've seen enough of the quarter eagles. It is now time for the double eagles. And I'm gonna slow roll this back one because you all know what it is. You know what, I'm gonna put that one back off camera. We'll take a look at them one by one. That's how it's deserved. 1900, look at that. 1900 double eagle. You don't even realize how heavy these things are. And look at that. Look at that beautiful reverse. I'm trying to do my best. I don't want to take these out of the cases, so I'm trying to do my best to show you them. United States of America, $20. In God we trust. Look at that crest. Super, super nice. And that is a freaking $2,000+ coin. And now, onto the piece de resistance. The one, the only, the epic St. Gaudens $20 double eagle gold piece. This one is from 1908. 1908 with one of the most iconic designs ever to appear on a US coin, minted just for a few years. Look at that. This is really one of the most beautiful reverses of any coin in America or basically anywhere. The Regal Eagle soaring above the sun. And it says United States of America, $20. Really one of the most iconic pieces in American coinage, and I am proud to finally say that I own one of these guys. And that, of course, is going right in my typeset. And I'm actually missing quite a few of these. So these will, a lot of them be going in my US gold typeset, and I will be doing a video. I'm not sure when that'll air, but eventually you will see me update my typeset. And the rest will be going into my stack, into the vault. I will be probably still getting another safety deposit box. I know you all don't like that, but I don't feel comfortable having $25,000 worth of gold sitting in my home. So most of this will be going to a safety deposit box. Some will be going to my US gold typeset. And like I said, the ones that are not going to my typeset, I might be getting them graded. I'd like to know from you guys in the comments whether you think that that's a good idea. One, is it a good idea financially? Two, is it a good idea long-term, short-term? What do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this because I certainly did. This was incredible. I loved going through these gold coins, showing them off, sharing them with you, because this is a treat. This is not something that you get every day, certainly not something that you see on YouTube every day, and certainly something that not that I get to put on YouTube every day. So I really hope you enjoyed this. If you're new to my channel, definitely consider hitting that big old red subscribe button. I put out videos about coin collecting, precious metals investing, personal finance, and even alternative investments every single week, and we have a lot of fun. And I would love it if you would do me the ultimate YouTube solid and hit that like button. It takes you just 1 second. You can do it right now, and it means the world to me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silver Picker out. A huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons, but an extra special thank you to Jason for helping make this video possible by doing this trade with me. If you are interested in becoming a patron and supporting the channel, the links are below, and I can't wait to meet you in the Discord.